So I just wanted to come back on here real quick. I already did my quota for the day, but I wanted to come back on here because I was looking at some pictures of Layla Rashawn. You know, this whole scandal with her and her husband and Nicole Murphy, and they have pictures circulating now of Layla in a split shot with Nicole Murphy, and the caption is, um, "Do looks really matter? Do looks really matter?" And you know, something that I'm passionate about because we are under this, I don't know, this sort of spell where we really feel that people people should be treated kindly, that women should be treated with respect based on the level of attractiveness that they have. And these are human beings we're talking about. If there's a woman that you don't want, leave her alone. Just leave her. Make the necessary arrangements and part ways, but this is not something that people will do. It's not as simple as that. Because even though someone will find you inadequate, they'll still find you useful, and they still want to have access to you, whatever it is that's useful about you within their grasp. And we play games with people's lives. We play games with people's lives. So now the split screen of Layla, you know, she's overweight now. She's a lot older than she was, you know, as the '90s chick, as the hot chick from the '90s. She's not that anymore. Does she deserve to be humiliated though? Like she's being humiliated now by her husband with this rendezvous or whatever it is that he's having with Nicole Murphy. And now from what I hear, he has 3 kids outside of the relationship. I don't know how true that is. But doing a little bit of research, he has outside children that other women or one woman or whoever has given birth to, as a product of his infidelity. Does she deserve that? Because she's not cute anymore. She deserves to be treated like shite. This is what we're doing, and you women still entertain this thing called unconditional love. You're still scared to ask for what it is you want. You're scared to put your foot down and have standards because you're afraid that this guy who may genuinely like you may run off because he's intimidated by you putting your self-interest before his comfort. This is where we're at. I bet you she did that. I bet you Layla put his interests in front of her own comfort and forgave him over and over again for all of his indiscretions. And what crown does she wear now? A crown of thorns is what she wears now. All that sacrifice, that ride or die, just to be publicly shamed and humiliated because this guy he has no reason to restrain himself. No reason at least to make this thing not so messy if you're going to do that. Why do we need to know that? Why does the public need to know that you're having an affair if that's something that you want to do? That's total disregard. Total disregard. And that's something that having money, the money part that people put so much stock in, it doesn't change emotions and heartbreak and disappointment and regrets and all the things that I'm sure Layla's feeling as a woman in a loveless relationship for who knows how long, because they've been together almost 20 years. And I was just thinking about that. I'm looking at the pictures, and of course, it's circulating around now. Nicole Murphy has the hot body. That's what all this is all a publicity stunt so that everybody can look at Nicole Murphy's body. Is Nicole Murphy not a few people's exes out here? If she's so hot, and if what she has is so remarkable, why did Eddie Murphy hit the whole show looking behind a dumpster for something new? Talk to me. If she was all of that, why did Strahan or Strayhorn or whatever, why didn't he marry her without a prenup? Why did he feel the need to protect his assets by having a stipulation? Listen, I love you and all that, but you got to sign. You got to sign right here. If what she was working with was so exquisite, why didn't he take a chance and say, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. He was willing to walk away from her if he didn't sign that paperwork. And she hasn't been in nothing steady since Eddie Murphy. But she's beautiful. So that means what? She's beautiful, so that means what? That it's okay that Fuqua is doing what he's doing because you guys understand it because she's so beautiful, her body's so beautiful, and his wife's body's a quote-unquote wreck. She needs a mommy makeover now. After all he put her through, I think he contributed to what she appears to be now, which is a broken woman. Very sad. Most of the pictures I see of her, she looks very, very sad. Doesn't look happy at all. But she deserves to be drugged through the mud because she's not a dime anymore. This is the shallowness of people. This is the shallowness of people. So when you ladies come to me for coaching and we talk about your relationship issues and you want to know how to make him fall in love with you and all that kind of stuff, you forget about what you want, and you just your whole focus now is to get him to want you by giving him what he wants. And that's where your first mistake, the first nail in the coffin happens, when you position yourself as a person that has something to prove to men. A man either wants you or he doesn't. There really isn't anything to prove. There really isn't anything to prove. That's the gag. The gag is that there's something to prove. There isn't anything to prove. Either he wants you or he doesn't. And that's no matter what you look like. Truth be told, no matter what you look like, either he wants you or he does not. And you willing to sacrifice your safety, your health, other prospects, put your life on the line for what? On a humbug. I hope this lasts forever kind of a thing. I'm like, really? This is all the humanity we have? This is all the humanity we have? I needed to jump back on here because I can't be on here long. But it bothered me when I saw the pictures because now this is an issue of looks. Now this is an issue of, if she just looked better, he wouldn't have dipped out on her. How many of our celebrity women, how many of these public relationships do you have to see fail to understand that that's an untruth? That's a idiotic supposition that we hold. Idiotic supposition that we hold is baseless. Fine women get left, cheated on all day long. From the finest to the doggest and everything in between. Beauty doesn't help you in that regard. It seems like eventually they all get a little tired. Somewhere between "you're the best thing that ever happened to me" and the promise of forever, people get tired. They get bored. They get complacent. They want something new. They want to be themselves with somebody else. Yes, Beyonce knows about that too. And there is no other Beyonce out here, and there never will be. And Beyonce knows about rejection also. She knows about feeling inadequate also. Beyonce. But that's where we are. You must have your self-interest be what you embody. You must walk, talk, eat, shit out your interests first. Your interests first. And everything and everyone, especially men, comes second to your well-being. All he's coming to do is add to it. All he's coming to do is create a space. That's what he's there for, to create a space where you can flourish in peace. That's what he's supposed to come into your life to do. To expand your foundation. And if he's not doing that, then he's killing you. If he's not doing that, then he's destroying you slowly. And you're allowing it. You're allowing that. It's not looks, they fade. The staying power is love of self. I think Eartha Kitt said it best. I love me and I want somebody to share that with me. That's what Eartha Kitt said. I love me and I want somebody to share my love for me with me. I think nothing can sum this thing up more perfectly than that. And she was ran through by men too, by the way. Harry Belafonte was one of them that dogged her out, that treated her like a bedpost. Eartha Kitt, of all people. Harry Belafonte ran through her like some kind of pick-me chick. So she had her share of that sting of rejection also. Also. It's a mess. It is a mess when we don't prioritize ourselves. When we allow people to convince us that what they want, and I'm talking about men, that what he wants is better than what it is that you want. When it should be, when he gives you what you want, then you can make him happy. That's the order that this thing needs to come in. When you give me what I want, then you create a space that I can reciprocate. Talk to me. You're gonna get used all your life? You're waiting for fairness? Do you ladies understand? My ugly girls understand that fairness is something you demand? It's not something you wait for? Nobody's going to be fair to you naturally. People need a reason to be fair to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? People need reasons to be fair. They need a reason to be kind to you. They need a reason to respect you. People need reasons, especially when you don't look like how they say you're supposed to look. You don't look good enough to be treated kindly, to be treated fairly, to be given the best. When people say stuff like that, then you understand for sure enough your walk is one where respect needs a reason. Fidelity, love, honor, and all that stuff, they need reasons to give you that. black woman, nigger girls. They need reasons. It's a mess out here. It's a zoo, like Kanye West says. This place, this society is a zoo. He's absolutely right about that. This society is a zoo. Unfortunate. It is. It is. Even if you are physically beautiful, the person that sees you every day is used to you. What more do you bring to the table? There you go. It doesn't matter. Beauty doesn't cure complacency. What beauty does for you is just gives you an option to bounce back, to bounce back when you fall. You're not going to be on the floor for long. That's what it does. It makes a person, when that person gets tired of you, when he gets tired of you, you can replace him quickly. That's what it affords you. You can start over again without too much hiatus. That's what happens. That's all it gives you is options. It doesn't mean that you won't get hurt again. It doesn't mean that somebody's going to be faithful to you. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means you have more options. You have more losers to pick from. Losers want you. More men want to exploit you. More men want to fuck you. That's all that it means. That's all that it means. So we got to put this thing into perspective. Into true and proper perspective. You have to quantify your value for yourself. And when things don't feel right, now I'm telling you this is a black pill moment. Because you're still waiting on, okay, the right guy is just going to treat me right, and he's never going to hurt me. He's never going to say anything to berate me or belittle me or to manipulate me or control me or anything like that. Let me tell you something, boo. People that love you do that. People that love you will try to manipulate you and control you and say things to you to contain you. So you're going to meet that. You're going to meet that around the board. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So I needed to just jump back on here and give you this last bit of tea before I hit the road, because the pictures that are circulating now, it was really bothering me, and I'm like, we can't believe, don't believe the propaganda that's coming about it. She's to blame because she let herself go and all that kind of stuff. People do what they want to do. Whether she was cute or not, he would have did what he wanted to do. Just like Nicole Murphy couldn't hold nobody down with all her looks, all her perfect hip to waist ratio, and nice complexion and soft hair, couldn't keep nobody at home. So that's a lie. That's a lie. That's what that is. Yes, that's all it is. More losers to pick from. That's all. More things to sift through. More losers to sift through. when you're a pretty girl. Ain't nobody treating you like gold like that. Not unless you demand it. That comes from you and your own resolve, and your own unwavering convictions. Women with unwavering convictions get treated well, no matter what they look like. That's the tea right there. Unwavering convictions, like there is no other, you don't have another choice if you want me in your life but to treat me well. Those women get treated well. It always needs to be financial, otherwise you fall for love coupons. Don't be a dummy. Listen, it's financial, but it also is emotional. Because this situation here with Layla and her husband is not a financial issue. And she looks devastated. And she's not hungry. If she left them today, she wouldn't be hungry. But she's devastated. So let's not be fooled here like that's the only thing. I said in any relationship, if a man cares about you, he's going to sacrifice time and money. He's going to endure a level of inconvenience for you. Otherwise, he doesn't care about you. So we cover all the bases. All of it. Thank you, Selby, for the donation. So it's not just finances. And she's a perfect example of it not being the case. This man is a successful man. He has money. And she's not out on the street. But look at the situation. I think because Nicole was a family friend. Well, listen, like I said, like I told you ladies before, cut out these notions of friendships. Lisa Ray also got stabbed in the back by that friendship thing by Nicole too. By Nicole too. What's her name that married Swiss Beats? Wasn't she a friend of Swiss Beats' ex-wife too? Wasn't she one of those what we call best friends? Look what happened there. Look what happened there. So this thing called friends. Listen, I don't know about anybody else on any other channel, what anybody else is advising you. But the ugly girls, my ugly girls squad, my UGC over here, we understand what friendship is. And it's really non-existent. It really does not exist. And we don't need any more examples. We don't need any more examples to validate that claim. We understand full well what it is. We understand full well what it is. What do I tell you all the time? People that know everything about you can manipulate you and control you and do things to hurt you. It's people that know you who hurt you the most. The people that you're closest to are the ones that hurt you the most. And these are your friends. These are your friends. You crying on her shoulder, telling her all your problems, and she go, girl, aw. And she's calling your man behind your back. She's making WhatsApp calls behind your back. Your friend. This channel is teaching me more about how to be a real woman, and I'm 44, never too late. Listen, it ain't never too late, sweetheart. Listen, a woman is always a girl. There's still a baby girl in you, just like there's still a baby girl in me. And you never stop being a little girl. Never. And don't let anybody take that away from you either. This is why me as an artist, I paint little girls, because it's me relating to myself as a little girl, as a forever girl too. That never goes away. That you're 49 and still learning. Listen, this is what it is. This is what it is. I've taken on the charge to tell y'all what the real deal is. No fluff. I'm not Hollywood for you. I'm not that cute. All right? I don't got that hype train for you. I'm just talking real and raw. Real and raw what this thing is going to face out here, so that you can be smarter. So that you can bend some of this learning curve and not make so many mistakes, so you can live vicariously through me and the lessons that I'm giving you. Because time is not going to wait for you. You're going to be just like Layla Rashawn 20 years later, wondering what I did with the last 20 years of my life. What could have I done if I had made a different decision? If I had walked out 10 years ago, or when he first cheated on me. You start contemplating those things. And a lot of times you contemplate it when it's too late. When it's too late for it to even matter. You don't want to ever do that. You always want to get ahead of things. And it's scary to make drop decisions like that, because you're like, what if I make a mistake? What if I make a mistake? And guess what? You're going to make mistakes. You're still going to make mistakes. Even if you're scared not to do anything, that's a decision right there. That's a decision. Doing nothing is a decision too. Doing nothing is a decision too. So what are the odds here? You just got to work with the odds that you're given. You got to work with the odds that you're given. If you are unfulfilled, that's going to affect your health. That's going to affect your health and well-being. That's going to affect you long term. It's no joke. It's no joke. I think Layla was posting pics about how proud her husband is. All cookie cutter image, but the truth has come out. She's ashamed and embarrassed. Well, she wanted to keep it honorable. I don't blame her for that, but he didn't have the same incentive. Unfortunately, he didn't have the same incentive as she did. He didn't care about honor. When he let paparazzi have access to him having a little rendezvous, he didn't care about that. It's unfortunate. Listen, on this channel, what we're about, one of the commandments of the Ugly Girls Club is we only love people who love us. We only love who loves us. And you have to love us first for us to love you back. That's the order of it. Keep it simple. We keep it simple that way. If you love me, then I love you. And if you don't love me, I don't love you. And if you stop loving me, I'm going to stop loving you. That's how it is. I'm going to be a mirror to all of your actions. That's what Jerry Lewis said. Jerry Lewis said, listen, I hold a mirror up to people. And whatever they give me, I give them back. I love that line. That to me, I've adopted that as a principle of living. So simple and complete. Hold a mirror up to people. That's all you do. You can't lose that way. You can never lose that way. Holding the mirror up. I only give you what you give me. You learned that the hard way, Black Pearl? As we all have. I feel like loving yourself is the only way. Depending on man for emotional stability is not for me. Loving yourself is the foundation of loving everyone else. If you do not love yourself, you don't love anybody anyway. You can't. It's impossible. So loving yourself is the foundation of everything. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. Thank you, Elan. She said, I love it here. I'm getting what my mom, grandmothers, aunties never told me. Aw. A lot of women express that. It's time. It's time for us to get wise. It's time for us to be, to be sovereign mentally. And then life will really start being less stressful and less mysterious. Like the only mysterious thing about your life should be you. You should be mysterious, not nothing else. Everything else should be ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Except for you. So you guys, let me go. I just wanted to jump back on here because I saw some pictures now circulating, doing a comparison shot between Layla and Nicole Murphy. Y'all are going to see it too. And I want y'all to see what's being done. and the message that they're sending, that one deserves to be insulted, to be treated badly, and the other one deserves, even though she's a home wrecking thought, even though she's a home wrecking thought, somehow she deserves more because she looks good. No morals, no values, no real friendship. No one you can really trust, but because she looks good. This is why you have no sympathy for men who cry about character and how they got burned by she took my money, or she didn't really love me, or this, that, and the other, because these are the women that they chase. Women who show that they don't have an incentive to really care about them. This is the women that these men fall in love with. So you do not feel remorse when they come your way, because ugly girls, you gotta get the hard luck stories. You gotta get, I was so good to her. Men are gonna come to you with the hard luck stories. I was so good to her. You gotta hear that. What he used to do for the other bitch. Now for something, all of a sudden now he's so smart about it that he ain't doing it for you. So you got to hear what he used to do for somebody else to let you know, I'm not going to be that dumb anymore. And you sitting there like, well, what are you telling me this for? Because I want everything you gave to her. You telling me she hurt you, she did this or that, you did all of this and that for her. What, for me to sit here and go, well, you don't have to do that for me. Excuse me? Excuse me, you got to do everything you did for her for me too. But this is the game they're going to run to you. She broke my heart and all this and all of that. You got to hear all of that about how he got used by somebody else. And you got to, when you hear that, he's letting you know that he assumes that you're not going to give him a hard time. Because guess what he is? He's still in love with her. That's what he's telling you. He's still in love with that chick. The chick that didn't want him. That ain't nothing for you to pat yourself on the back. Oh, well, he doesn't see me that way. Hello? 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 If you think that's a compliment, you need to pull your panties up and go home. If your drawers are down on the floor, you need to pull them up, get your baby wipe your ass, and go home. That's what you need to do. Any dude that come in my face talking about what he did and how she broke, I'm like, pause. What you think you got here? What you think you got here? Somebody boob to suck? I don't have a titty for you to suck on here. This ain't no Salvation Army rescue mission here. I want everything you gave her, and everything you still, if given the opportunity, you give her again. That's what I want. How about that? You gotta know, you ladies gotta know when you're being insulted. Some of y'all are not clear on that. Some of you are really not clear about what's an insult. Yeah, baby wipes. That's what I said. Wipe your ass with them baby wipes. You don't carry it in your bag, and go home and contemplate your life. That's what you got to do. Let me adjust my hair on that. Let me adjust it. Yes, build yourself up. Build yourself up. That's what you got to do. Know what you want and stand firm on that. Stand firm on that. People are going to expect to not have to treat you a certain way. I'm trying to prepare you for that, so that you know how to respond, so that you know when you're being played. Because some of you don't know, and you just say, well, let me prove to him I'm gonna prove to him that I'm a good girl, and he just has to see my light. He doesn't see my light yet. Once he sees all this shine, this coconut oil that's shining on my skin, he's going to appreciate all this naturalness about me. He's going to appreciate my honesty and the fact that I want to be in a relationship with him. With all this coconut oil on me, he's going to see my light and how good I smell. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Every dude that I talk to goes, well, damn, I didn't know you were like that. Oh, yeah, you thought you had me pegged. What you thought? I'm making raisin cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies at the house and fresh pressing coconut milk. So you could just talk to me any kind of way I want and I don't have no expectations? Every dude I talk to, well, damn. You harder than I thought. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. You thought you were gonna get some free ass. That's what he's saying. Well, damn, I thought I was gonna get this for a tofu wrap. I thought I was going. All I had to give you was a tofu burrito, and we could get this thing popping. Now you're saying you want what the other chick with the perm want. You want the same thing? I thought this was gonna be easy. Ivy said I'm going hard in the paint. Listen, that's what it is. I'm telling you what they think out here. I'm not afraid to say what it is, because I know everybody's full of shit. So I'm not afraid to say what it is. I'm telling you, I get swerved and curved all the time. Niggas think they can bring me water. Unless you turn the water into wine, I don't want it. Dude, don't bring me no alkaline water. That nigga bring me alkaline water. Where's the champagne at? But they think they got you pegged. They think they got you pegged. So you gotta swerve and curve through all that pretentiousness, and let people know where you stand. Let them know where you stand. And if you follow me closer, you're gonna see it coming from a mile away. You're gonna see it coming from a mile away. I tell you all the time, stop being afraid of men. I don't care if he's Ivy League. I don't care if he's six figures. I don't care if he's corporate or got his own construction company, or he's the own mechanics that got some little piece of shit shop mechanic with 2 employees in it. Don't be afraid of none of these motherfuckers. None of them. Because they all want what they don't want to pay for. They all want what they don't want to sacrifice for. When you're an ugly girl, that's what it is. So you gotta put their ass in their place. You gotta pump their asses into submission. Like, yo, pump your fucking brakes here. There's nothing free here. There's nothing free here. You're not gonna bring me no damn oven roasted tofu and that's it. And nigga gonna bring me a barbecue tofu and that's it. That's it. Listen, it ain't never enough. It ain't never enough, because you'll be 20 years later in this thing regretting all the dudes that you passed up because this one claimed he was gonna love you the way he said he was gonna love you. Putting your life on hold, and then these same niggas talking about, well ma'am, you hit a wall. Ma'am, you're just not fresh anymore. You're the milk's gone bad. The milk's gone bad, ma'am. The milk's gone bad. You just don't have any sexual market value yet. I don't know what to tell you. You used to be an 8, now you're a 5. You've depreciated in value. So this is what I'm gonna give you now. We gotta renegotiate this thing. Excuse me? You scared of these perverts out here Most of these dudes are fucking perverts. And they want to get shoe fucked in the ass. That's what they want to do out here. And you're scared of them? Most of these dudes don't have no morals, and they fucking dirty hoes out here, and you want to impress. You scared about impressing him, making him fall in love with you. And I don't care if he's in a three-piece suit or he got Timberlands on. They all the same shit. It's all pretentiousness. All of it. And while you're trying to squeeze your fat ass into a corset and a girdle because, you know, this is where it's at. He's going to love me if my waist is a 25. And then you realize later on he's treating you like your waist is 50. And then all the sacrifices you made didn't matter because it ain't keeping him at home. You realize I should have had my agenda in place from the beginning. What I should have done was had my agenda in place, etched in stone, in the beginning. Don't be afraid of men. Check their asses whenever you have to. Don't be afraid. Because it's about, you have to save your own life. What I'm telling you to do is save your own life. Well, yes, men hit the wall too, and when their balls start hanging in the toilet, they don't talk about that. Everybody start hanging somewhere. Everybody hangs somewhere. It is what it is, and we gotta love them through their low testosterone too. When the testosterone start getting low, we gotta love them. That's when they talk this unconditional love. When they can't produce, when they can no longer get things up or get things functioning. Now it's, you know, all of a sudden it's deep. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than sex. It's deeper than money. It was always deeper than that. But when you could get yours up, it was about who can you stick. But it was always deeper than that. But people don't realize it until it's taken away from them, that it didn't matter. It has to be taken away from you for you to realize that it didn't matter. And this is with most men. This was most men. And that's what it is. So don't be afraid. This is about your life. This is about your life. It's about self-preservation. Self-preservation. That's what this thing is. All right, y'all. So I just want to jump on here real quick. I got to hit the road. I got to hit the bricks. But I needed a part 2 because I already see they're going to make this about looks. Oh, he had no other choice but to go. Look how she looked. Look how she looked. When he contributed to what we see is happening with her now. Because she looks like she's in anguish. That's what she looks like. So don't be that. It's a cautionary tale. Part 2 was necessary. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So I'm out of here. All the links in the description box as usual. If you want to hit me up, you have a suggestion, you want to talk, you want a session, you want to buy some art, all that stuff. Listen to my podcast, everything, buy the love, all of that. All the stuff is in the description box. Yes, take care of yourselves. I'm out. Love y'all. Peace. UGC.